Oh, waiting on a Sunday afternoon for what I read between the lines. Your lies. Feeling like a hand in rusted chain. So do you laugh or does it cry? Reply. Oh, leaving on a southern train only yesterday. You lied, promises. So what I seem to be only watch the time go by. All of these things you said to me. Yeah. Breathing is the hardest thing to do. With all I've said and all that's dead for you, you lie. Goodbye. Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It's Tuesday evening. I decided to do a video highlighting the December catalog. I want to try to incorporate more of these live streams and videos where I'm highlighting books that you can still pre-order ahead of time, way before they come out. So these are going to be books that come out probably in January sometime. So this is the December 2025 catalog. Third Eye Comics. I mean, there's a lot of resources that you can use to get this information, but Third Eye does a pretty good job of it. You know, they've got most of the comic book publishers listed here. So yeah, what I like to do though is I like to organize it by high to low. So we start off with the more expensive books first. So I think that's what I'm going to do here is kind of highlight, you know, some of the more expensive stuff first. And Scorched, I guess Scorched number 50 is a big book that is on the pre-order list. Of course, you've got these sketch covers signed by McFarlane, black and white signed by McFarlane. You know, over $1,000 for those, $250 for the 1 and 250. Made Cafe number 1 has a nice Mark Spears metal virgin cover for $200. I'm sure that will look nice. And you got to remember, we won't have every cover shown. I mean, some of the art hasn't been submitted yet. Some of the artists also haven't been even named on that particular cover. So sometimes if you're buying a book, you're sort of taking a shot in the dark. You don't really know, you know, if the cover is going to be hot or not. You know, it's tough to know. A lot of times you can see the artist and you still don't know what the cover is, and it might still be worth taking a gamble on those incentive covers if the artist is typically a really good artist, like an Adam Hughes or a Art Germ, those type of artists, right? All right, so moving down the list here, Universal Monsters, The Phantom of the Opera, number 1, just a 4-issue miniseries. The 1 in 100 is by Baldemar Rivas. It's an okay cover. It's probably going to be, thing is, I don't know if this book's going to be highly in demand. You know, it's not the greatest cover. I don't know who's writing the series. Let me see if I can see. Let's see if they give us any details. Tyler Boss is going to be doing the art. It looks like. It says the superstar team of Tyler Boss and Martin Simmons. All right. Well, aren't they both artists? Maybe Tyler Boss is the writer and Simmons is the artist. I'm not too sure. But Phantom of the Opera is a popular story for sure. And some things have already sold out on pre-order, like Murder Drones #1. This is Oni Press, small publisher, a 1 in 100. Yeah, that's going to be a really tough book to find. Most shops are not going to have 100 copies of an Oni Press book. No way. So this sold out pretty fast on Third Eye. Cover's okay. It's kind of anime looking. But again, that will be a very, very difficult book to find. G.I. Joe #19, the 1 in 100. Pi Par is the artist. At least they give you that. By the way, the artist on this Murder Drones, I don't know who that is. Lysandra Vyong, I've never heard of her. That might be a new artist. Not too familiar with that name. Pi Par I'm familiar with. I'm not really a big fan of the art. It's okay. It's nothing fantastic. But that one did sell out, so those two are sold out on Midtown, or on Third Eye. Storm has a Villalobos 1 in 100. That's still available. The Rose Besh Fantastic Four #8. That is definitely one that I grabbed before it sold out. And this is all about the Invincible Woman. This is part 3 of that storyline. Obviously, we know that there's an evil side to Sue Storm. She also becomes that other character. What's her name? Is it Malice? I think it's Malice. Something like that. It's Malignant. I don't know. It starts with an M. Yeah, so this should be a good one. Rose Besh, obviously, it's probably going to be another Invisible Woman cover by Rose Besh. Her last one was Fantastic Four is that #1 or #2? That Rose Besh cover. I picked up a couple copies. I think it was a 1 in 50 only. But I like Rose Besh. That's a good one to bet on, usually, and the fact that it sold out kind of indicates that. Let's go down the list. Another one, Wolverine Weapons of Armageddon, the 1 in 100 Chip Zdarsky. That one you can see the art on that already. Let me pull that up. Yeah, Weapons of Armageddon. I believe the art has been I can't type. Let's see here. Yeah, this is it right here. I have a cool cover. Full black cover. I know it's kind of cool with the neon looking electric lines, or I don't know. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. I kind of like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it good? I don't know. But that is one. So I'm assuming that the 1 in 100 will be the same cover, just a virgin cover of that. So that's another thing you can kind of do. Like if you're not sure what the cover is, go look at the regular, see if there's a regular issued cover for that. And a lot of times you'll already see the art there. It just, I don't know why they don't. I guess maybe there's a chance that it's different, but it usually isn't. It's usually the same cover. They just take off the trade dress, right? Same thing with Generation. Well, let's see. Black Cat #7, 1 in 100. I don't know if they Let's see that one. Let's see if they've got the art on that one already. Yeah, I'm not seeing that one so far. I don't think there's any art. Yeah, it says Black Cat number 7. I guess I can see the Gleb Melnikov cover. Yeah, they don't have the Talavera cover yet. So that one we don't know yet what it looks like. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. Talavera does a great job. And that one did sell out. So a lot of people will bet on a Talavera cover for sure. Generation X23 number 1. This is Ji Hung Lee. This one is available so you can see what that looks like. Let's see, Generation X23. So I'm assuming that's what the cover is going to be. Virgin. It's good. It's a good cover. I like it. A little close up there. X23. I like it. So basically we can assume that this will be the basic cover of the 1/100. It'll just be a Virgin variant of that. So I did grab one of those, and that also sold out at Third Eye. So it could be a good one to track down. You've got some Lee Bermejo covers, 1/100s for Amazing Spider-Man 21 and Amazing Spider-Man Venom Death Spiral number 1. Oh, that's the scanned variant. I'm sorry. Scanned Venom version. That could be pretty good too. So Marvel's always late in getting the art out. I mean, a lot of times the artists will submit the art very, very late in the process. DC tends to have the art ahead of time, and most of the independents do as well, but Marvel's notoriously bad at letting you see the art ahead of time. So just if you're pre-ordering books, you'll learn that pretty quick. Marvel's just not on top of things, or they allow their artists to submit the artwork very late. Murder Drones number 1, 1/50 by Patricia Martin. That sold out at Midtown, or I keep saying Midtown. That sold out at Third Eye very quickly. Exquisite Corpses number 10, the 1/50, Annie Wu. I like Annie Wu's artwork, man. I don't care for this cover. I don't know. It's a little too simplistic for me. I don't know. It's not my favorite. So that's a hard pass for me. Ordained, by the way, Bad Idea Comics. This is optioned for a movie. I don't know if it's ever going to be turned into one, but it is optioned. They announced that a few weeks ago. They got a number 0, The Machine, 1/50 by Fornes. That sold out at Third Eye, so that's another one to look for. So I'm just kind of going through the list of the ones I think look interesting. Wolverine Weapons of Armageddon number 1. There is a Rose Besh, 1/50. That's still available at Third Eye. That one's probably a good one to bet on, even though we can't see the art yet. This one I like a lot. Smile for the Camera number 1. This is the 1/50 by Simmons. Yeah, I love Simmons' art. I mean, he's a great artist. Fantastic cover. 1/50 still available as well. So if you're interested, you can still grab that. Null number 2, 1/50 by Stegman. I'm sure that might be pretty good. All right, let's move down the list again. A lot of these are Marvel books, so we don't know what the art looks like yet. Black Cat number 7, the 1/50 by Adam Hughes, sold out. Again, another artist that is usually worth betting on just because it's Adam Hughes. A lot of times his stuff always sells out. Let's keep going down the list here. Now this is one I missed. Psylocke Ninja #2, the 1 in 50 by Swaby for $50. That sold out at Third Eye pretty quickly. We don't know what the art looks like yet, but yeah, that would be one that I would love to grab at some point. We'll see. By the way, Clayton Crane is doing a bunch of covers for Marvel and DC for this December pre-order. You can see his absolute Batman right there. He's done a bunch. Here's one for Captain America. We don't have the art on that yet. He's done one for Iron Man. Yeah, he's I think 4 or 5 titles for Marvel and 2 or 3 titles from DC. But that guy can pump out some work, man. I mean, have you ever watched his live streams of him drawing? He's pretty quick. I mean, he really is pretty fast. I like this Radiant Black and white one-shot, 1 in 20 by David Finch. Beautiful pencil work there by Finch. Finch is a great artist. He's really, really good. His pencil work is always fantastic. That sold out very quickly as well. All right, let's move down the list here. Let's go to the next page. All right, now we're starting to see some art here because this is more Image and Independence. Yeah, Phantom of the Opera, Uncle Scrooge. This one I like. I did pre-order this one. DuckTales Valentine's Day Special. This is the 1 in 25 by Baldari. I just like her artwork, man. She is so creative. She always does a great job. Very, very nice person. I've messaged back and forth with her on Instagram many times on DMs. She's always very responsive. She's always very humble and appreciative. I've highlighted her a lot on my channel and in my Instagram. So yeah, she's very nice. And her artwork is great. I love that cover. It's fantastic. All right, moving down the list here. Yeah, this one sold out fast. Mercy Sparks Daddy Issues #3, 1 in 10 by Svetlana Shubina. Man, 1 in 10 they were asking $25, and it sold out quick. I mean, someone scooped that up very, very fast. I think they only had maybe 1 or 2 copies. So, again, Massive Publishing loves Shubina. They give her steady work for sure. Batman #6, 1 in 25 by David Aja. Very simple cover. It's kind of cool though. I like it. Sometimes simple is better. All right, moving down the list. Yeah, see, again, we don't see a lot of the cover work yet on some of these books. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, issue 6, the 1 in 25, is by Fleeks. That's still available. I don't see any Frizzen books for the month of December. That to me is shocking. I don't think there's any. I think she took the month off. I don't know. I don't know. You don't see any though. It's amazing. All right. Moving down the list here. I did grab this Turtles versus Godzilla #4. Corona. Jorge Corona. I like that cover. Yep, that's a good one. That's still available as well. And go down the list here. We've got these bundles. Vampirilla. Oh, this one's a good one. I pre-ordered this one too. 1 in 20 by Perio. Vampirilla #11. Yeah, man. He always does a good job. Very, very cool cover. You got a little Nintendo homage there. Mega Man #1, the 1 in 5. That's sold out too. Not surprised. Oh yeah, this is one I grabbed. I kind of like this Muppets cover. I don't know what's going on here, but I guess Kermit is a detective. It starts off with, "It was a dark and froggy evening." Oh boy. So it looks like this is a story about Kermit being a PI. Flip Minnow, PI, has no time for song and dance. So this is the 1 in 20 by Shalvey. Yeah, I pre-ordered that one. It sold out pretty quickly as well. Interesting cover. All right. Again, we don't have any DC yet. I think this is all Marvel and Image and a couple independents. No DC books on this list yet for the December catalog. Some nice Vampirella books. Nice cover there by Selena. Dancing with the Bones, the Skeleton. The skeleton covers are always popular. I could see that doing well. Martina did a nice cover here for Vampirella Armageddon. That's the 1 in 15. It's a nice cover. All right, we're getting down to the 1 in 15s now. Perea did a nice cover there for Thundercats. That always looks good. Tim Burton's Christmas, The Shiver of Christmas Town, #2. Jay Lee, that they don't have the art on that yet. That might be really good. I like a good Jay Lee cover here and there. Oh, more Muppets Noir, #1. It's a 1 in 15. Yeah, this one I like a lot. This is Return to Sleepy Hollow issue 4. That's the 1 in 15 by Joelle Jones. Yeah, I like this series. The first couple issues are really, really good. Ichabod Crane in the Headless Horseman. I don't think you can go wrong with that storyline. Twilight Zone #5, 1 in 15. That looks interesting. Morazzo does Ice Cream Man covers. You know, he's the artist on Ice Cream Man. He did the cover on that one. All right, what else we got here? I think we're down to the 1 in 10s. We got the black and white line art that Shalvey did there. $10, that's still available. I've kind of been collecting these most wanted poster covers. Rick and Morty, The End, issue 3. Beth, Space Beth, or Space Beth. I grabbed that one. I've been collecting those. I still like the Rick and Morty stuff. I don't know. Here's a good one too. Joel Herrera. Joel Herrera is a great artist. I wish he did more artwork. He just doesn't do much very often. You know, once in a while he'll do a cover. Yeah, this one's really good. Beautiful art there by Herrera. That was a 1 in 10. That sold out pretty quickly at Third Eye as well. By the way, I think there's also a Kickstarter on this, so I think that may have ended though. I think it ended last week, so I grabbed a couple off Kickstarter as well. kind of dig this Harley Quinn Elvira cover. Issue 5, the 1 in 10 by Caudwell. That's kind of cool. G.I. Joe, number 325, the Steve Beach Gears of Joe cover. It's kind of a cool cover. Destro. I still need to get the first appearance of Destro. I think that would be a good one to have in the collection. I think I have the first 5 issues of G.I. Joe in pretty high grade, but I think that first Destro is like issue 13 or something like that. It's further down the line before they introduced him. Yeah, I kind of like this cover. Savage Sword of Conan Reforged, number 3. That is a Virgin cover art by Earl Norum. Very well done. Is that King Kong about to grab Conan? Looks like it. I like that cover though. All right, now we're getting into the regular, 1 in 10s. I think that's the last of them. Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees, that's a 1 in 10. Marian Heretic, number 4, 1 in 10 by Partridge. That one's pretty nice. That one looks cool. Oh man, look at this cover. Holy crap. EC Tortured Hearts, number 1. This is a one-shot. That's the A cover by Dustin Weaver. Ouch. Nice little beheading. Very, very nice. Let's see, there's a few more pages to show here. Here's a Swaby cover. New History of the DC Universe, Dakota Incident. It's a one-shot. There's a Swaby foil cover. It's very, very cool. I like that. $7.99 price tag. Not an incentive cover. So there are some DC books here. Man, is DC not doing 1 in 25s or 1 in 50s anymore? It doesn't look like they are. Maybe they got out of that game. I don't know. Ooh, this is a nice Simmons cover. Conan the Barbarian 29. That is the Martin Simmons cover. That looks like Jack Nicklaus in The Shining. Kind of has that shining look to it. Let's see here. Here's a nice DC cover. Lee Bermejo, Batman Gargoyle of Gotham number 4. I definitely grabbed that one. Beautiful cover there by Bermejo. Fantastic. I like this one too. This is also the same issue. Batman Gargoyle of Gotham number 4. Jamie Hewlett. Very cool cover. I like that one. And I also think the Grandpa cover is a good one to get as well. Yep. Jacques did a cover. That one's pretty good. Very dark, very moody. Is Ted okay? Mad Cave Studios. It's an interesting cover there by Dave Chisholm. It's a new number 1. That might be worth checking out. I would say by the cover he's not okay. I don't know. Just a wild guess. Some interesting books coming out, isn't it? Unbelievable. It's hard to keep track of everything. This one's a wild looking cover. Our Soot-Stained Heart. Very interesting. Mad Cave Studios again. Oh, there's a Christian Ward cover for Is Ted Okay? That one's kind of cool. Right. DuckTales. Let's take a look here. Wonder Woman number 30, Christian Ward. That's all right. Absolute Wonder Woman 17. That is a nice cover by Rossimo. I like that. I love a red. I mean, I'm drawn to a red cover, man. Give me a red cover all day long. I don't know. The color red is fantastic. Here's another great one. Superman number 35, Rod Rice cover. That one's cool. Yeah, I like that cover. Very, very cool. Batman number 6, Tedesco. Very well drawn. Tedesco is a good, very good artist. I don't like this Chuma Hill cover. I mean, she's done some good covers, but yeah, I don't know. This one looks weird. Absolute Green Lantern number 11. I have not been collecting that anyway, so yeah, it's going to be a pass for me. So another Crane cover, Absolute Batman 17. It's okay. Man, sometimes I like Crane's artwork. Sometimes I really don't. This one I don't really care for. I don't know. Look at the mouth and the head. It just looks... Obviously, it's off proportion-wise, which is kind of normal for Absolute Batman anyways, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it that much. I think I would just go with the A cover by Dragata. Call it a day. This is a nice Del Mundo cover. DCKO number 4. There is your trilogy. Trinity, right? The Trinity, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Batman number 6, D cover by Perel. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Perel's a good artist. Yeah, I think I pre-ordered this one. The Absolute Batman 17. I think this is going to be the first appearance of Poison Ivy in this issue. That one's just a wild looking cover there by Eric. Is it Canetti? I think it's Canetti. Probably pronouncing it wrong. Absolute Wonder Woman Annual. That's probably worth grabbing that. Medusa is in this. That looks like Medusa, right? That one looks pretty cool. I would grab that for sure. That could easily be a $20, $30 book after it passes FOC. Absolute Batman 17, C cover by Panosian. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know. I don't like that cover. I think I'm just going to pick up the A cover by Dragata. Yeah, there's that chip. I did grab this Chip Zdarsky regular cover. I didn't get the incentive, but yeah, I like that cover by Zdarsky. That one's pretty good. Daredevil number 1. Rebooting that series. Not sure who did the cover here, but it looks decent. yeah, I think you just for sure you got to pick up first issues of a major character. I would highly recommend grabbing that for sure. And what we got here? This is kind of a cool looking cover. Escape from Skull Island #2. Some detailed work there by Diego Yapur. I like that. Oh, here's another Ito cover. Beautiful watercolor. Look at that. Man, that's good. Dark Souls, Mother of Mourning #3. C cover. I would definitely grab that. I bet that's going to sell out. What the heck is this? Catacomb Torment #8. That's the Olivetti cover. It's pretty creepy. I don't know what's going on there, but that's pretty creepy. All right, next page. Not too familiar with these titles here. Yeah, there's a Simmons cover. I think I grabbed that one. That one's good. Phantom of the Opera. A cover by Simmons. I don't think you can go wrong with that. Exquisite Corpses. A cover. I think that's been a pretty good read. I got to catch up. I think I read the first 4 or 5 issues. I think I read the 5th issue recently, so yeah. #10 will be out in January. Amazing. I think I've just been grabbing A covers on those. Yeah, a lot of these you've seen already with the incentives, and then they've got the regular covers as well. Nightwing #135. Some of those Nightwing covers have been pretty hot. There's another Poison Ivy cover, #41. Shea Ruby. I'm not familiar with that artist. That one looks kind of cool. There's an EOM cover for Poison Ivy 41. That one's nice. Nakayama did a Harley cover. Now that's a good one to get. Dark Knight Returns Facsimile. I've got the original, but I have mine slabbed. I have a 9.6 graded. I'm going to definitely pick that up because I would like to have a reader copy. I don't want to buy a an original high grade raw copy. I'd rather just buy the facsimile. If you want to just go through and read the series again. Oh yeah, this is one I picked up. I'm a big Sebastian Fioremir art fan, and man, that's a great cover by him. End of Life #1. Yep, that was a definite grab. I love his art style. It's so good. Interesting covers. Ultimates. Fall of Ultraman. Again, just not a lot of covers shown here. I mean, most of the books coming out we don't have covers for yet. So it's the only problem with doing these pre-orders is you don't get to see everything until maybe sometimes a couple weeks before the release. It just depends. Especially with Marvel. Marvel waits to the last minute. Yeah. It's a nice Frankenvillia cover. Twilight Zone number 5. Man, that's such an old art. That's such a classic vintage. I shouldn't say old. It's just a vintage look to that art style. I don't know. I love it. I love Frankenvillia. In my opinion, he is the LB Cole of our time. I've said that several times. I think eventually I'm going to be known for that. So I'm calling it here. He's the LB Cole of our time. His colors, the way he draws, just has that old. I mean, here's another Frankenvillia cover. I mean that's. If you go back and look at LB Cole covers, I mean they're so similar, man. The style, the color, the simplicity, but also complexity at the same time. I don't know. It's just I love it. Well, I'm a big fan of Frankenvillia. I think his cover art is amazing. This definitely has Miami Vice vibes to it. Usagi Yojimbo. Kyoto 84. Yeah, definitely Miami Vice, 1984. That's not exactly oops. That's not exactly a Miami Vice car, though, is it? What is that? It looks like a Volkswagen Rabbit. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I used to love that Miami Vice, especially that white Testarossa. Oh. I know the first couple seasons he had that black Spider, the Ferrari Spider, which it was a cool car, but the Testarossa was way better. Well, that's a nice looking cover. Return to Sleepy Hollow. Mayor cover. It's got a lot of detail on that. I kind of like the colors on this one. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe number 5. It's just a cool looking cover. I don't know. Skeletor. What's this guy's name? Beastman, I think. It's just cool looking cover. I like the colors on that. And there's a cool Witcher cover. Bloodstone number 2, regular A cover, Witcher, nice. I haven't watched that new Witcher series. I don't know. I don't think it can't be the same without Cavill. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be so biased and should give it a go. But I didn't like the last season, even with Cavill in there. They took it in a weird direction. I don't know. I just didn't care for it. Transformers 29. I definitely always recommend getting the A and B covers of Transformers. It's one of my favorite independent titles. I love it. It's so good, man. The art, the writing, everything about it is fantastic. Spawn the Dark Ages. A cover, Liam Sharp. Yeah, man, that is so beautiful. Look at that artwork. Holy crap. Yep, I'm all over that. All over that. Spawn 375B cover. That one's nice. A lot of nice line work there. King Spawn 54. There's the Virgin cover. Oh man, look at this name. Gianrico Bonascori. I don't know. Sounds Italian to me. I can't pronounce it. That's a cool cover though. Holy crap. That looks like a must-buy just for the cover. I've read a lot of the King Spawn. I don't think I'm completely on top of it, but I've read a lot of the issues. It's overall pretty good. There's the Gonzo cover. Death to Pachko. Is it Pachku? Pachaku? Puchuku? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. I can't pronounce anything. You ever notice that? I don't know. My brain doesn't know how to pronounce things. There's a nice Corona cover. Dork #1. I'll pick that up just because it's a Corona cover. I like that. Good B cover there. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn, #16. That's cool. All right, we're nearing the end. Just a few more pages. Oh yeah, this is a great cover. Justice League Unlimited 16, the Dan Moore cover. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Mr. Terrific in Hell. I like that cover. That's really good. By the way, nobody works harder in comic books than Dan Moore, in my opinion. He's just not only does covers, but does interior artwork as well. I mean, he is just a workhorse. I mean, look, he's another. There's 4 covers right here he just did for DC. Look at that one. That one's really good. Batman Superman World's Finest #48. Yeah, it's really nice. I don't know how that guy finds the time to do all that stuff. Sorcerer Supreme #3. It's a nice Dodderman cover. Oh, here's the Schwabe cover. So we do have the art for that. So there is a Virgin version of this. 1 in 50. Yeah, that's a beautiful cover by Schwabe. I love that. It's so good. Two more pages. Infernal Hulk #4. Doctor Strange #3. It's a nice cover. Alex Horley cover. Yeah, he's good. Definitely has vibes of Frazetta for sure. Get those Frazetta vibes going. Yeah, here's that alter ego of Sue Storm. What's her name? I think it's Malice. That's supposedly Sue Storm. I don't know what's going on. She's having a midlife crisis, maybe. I don't know. She didn't take her Prozac. She didn't take her pills that week. I don't know what's happening there. All right, last page. That's it. So that's kind of an overview of the books that are coming out in January. This is the December catalog. I hope that helps everybody a little bit. I kind of went over some stuff that looks interesting. maybe I'll do another video as we get closer to the release, and I can kind of show more of the artwork, because a lot of the artwork hasn't been released yet, as is evidenced as me going through all these pages. There's still a lot of artwork that has not been released. Tomorrow I'll do the new comic book day video in the afternoon or probably early evening, so stay tuned for that. Highlighting the books coming out next Wednesday. Hope all of you guys are having a great week. This is Thanksgiving week. I'm looking forward to Thursday, relaxing with family, eating some good food, watching some football games, just taking it easy. It's one of the few pleasures I think human beings have, is a couple times a year we can hopefully have a good time with family and friends, and just enjoy the company, and maybe watch some movies. Lately, my wife and I have been watching Christmas movies at night, so we start Christmas about a couple months out for sure. All right, guys, hope you have a great evening. I hope this video helps. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Real quick, we'll give a shout out to a couple people in the chat, Luis Ramirez and Kenneth Berg. Good to see both of you. Hope everyone's having a great week so far, and look for my new comic book day video. I'll have that streaming tomorrow evening. Thanks.